Good morning, everybody. It is 4:13 on May 1st. It's opening day of turkey season here in New York, and that's the coffee pot making all that racket behind you. I'm just going to give you a little rundown on what the game plan is this morning. So there was some longbeards on a chunk of game lands that I was going to go after this morning, and they've kind of went quiet since last weekend. They had a couple youth hunters went in there, and which is awesome. I think they killed one or maybe both of the longbeards that were down there on that game lands, which, hey, you can't beat that, getting those kids into it. So that kind of changed my plans for today. We have a longbeard that I put to bed last night. I'll show you where he's at. So we got a pretty steep hill right there. Let me see here if I can find this. This is a pretty steep hill that drops off into swamp bottom down here, and you have the fields over here where these birds are ending up in the afternoon. They're not out here in the mornings though. And I think this bird, he's been roosting right here on the side hill about halfway down the hill the last few mornings. I've been listening from the road there. And I think I want to get a little bit to the right of them, or left of them. And a lot of times when they fly down from the roost, they fly down uphill, and then they're going to go this way. Sometimes they fly up the hill and then go straight back down the hill into the swamp and then off this way. So not positive what I'm going to do, but I'm going to come in from this field and work my way straight down the hill and try to get set up a little bit, maybe higher than the bird and to the left. So that's my game plan for first thing this morning, but obviously that's subject to change as it gets light and the bird gobbles the first time. But after the first morning deal, we're gonna go out and we're just gonna cover a lot of ground, see if we can't strike something. Got all morning to hunt, so super excited. Really excited to get that first cup of coffee in me, and we're gonna get out there. I got all my stuff ready to roll over there. Looks like the dog's pretty excited for opening day of turkey season as well. Okay, everybody, we'll see you in the woods.
Okay, everybody, the first setup of the morning was a bust. We had that gobbler that was roosted right over here to my left. We had some hens roosted up here to my right. The gobbler flew down, met up with the hens, and worked her way down that hill there. He had at least 7 different hens with him. And I couldn't really move because they were in sight, but they were just out of gun range, so I had to sit here pretty still, and they worked down over the hill back to my left, so we're gonna go see if we can't strike up another bird. I was just sneaking out. I backed up and was going up the hill, and I just heard a really loud gunshot right down below me down here. So I'm gonna venture to say the turkey is dead. The adjoining property is right at the bottom of this hill where that turkey went into, and someone just shot right where he went. So trying to listen to hear if I hear it flopping, but well, I'm afraid that turkey didn't last long up here. Let's go see if we can find another one. I didn't even know anybody was down there. I didn't even hear any turkey calling. Okay, so I did a bunch of running and gunning after the first initial hunt this morning and didn't have any luck. And on the way back to the house, there's some birds up here in our field up above the house. So I couldn't see if there's actually a longbeard with them or not. But Brock's coming, and we're going to go up there and see if we can't strike something. So see you in the woods in a little bit. We're making a move on these birds that are out in the field. They're just coming around the back side of the field, and we're gonna get up parallel with them, and we're gonna call and see if we can't get a response. We don't even know if there's a gobbler with them or not, but we're gonna give her a go. These are all fresh turkey scratchings. Got to the back of the field, and we did strike a bird out here. It's a lot farther off the field though than what we had anticipated, so we're gonna have some work cut out for us to get this bird called in. Okay, so we've come around the back side of these birds we had going. We're gonna try from this side now. Well, folks, that was pretty wild. We got to the edge of the field, and they didn't answer Brock when he called the first time, and I shut the camera off, and he called again, and they hammered right off the edge of the field. So we got right down low and got up to this brush pile. 3 jakes within 2 minutes came walking right up, came out right there next to the brush pile, and came out into the field and then up by us. But I'm afraid the whole time we were chasing that big longbeard, they weren't longbeards. There's a bunch of jakes. They all gobbled at once, and they sounded pretty good. But we're gonna go see if we can find something else. Okay, everybody, so we've been driving around. There's a couple different public land spots I wanted to try, and we actually didn't end up trying any of them. There's an unbelievable amount of hunters out this morning. We didn't even have the opportunity. There's 3 or 4 trucks at every single pull off for the game lands, so we weren't able to get into any of those. So we're over here at my uncle's. We're gonna try this, 2 different spots over here, and see if we can't get something struck up. Well, that was a bust. No action in here, so we'll go to the next spot. Okay, no problem.
All right, folks.
Yep.
We're in the turkey woods. Cliff
No
got
problem, Pat.
he got a work phone call,
Yep,
so
have a good one.
priorities.
Bye.
Told the turkey to stop gobbling for a second so he could answer the phone. It's about 11 o'clock on the first day. We're doing the final loop. Rained for a little bit. Cliff's making sure everybody's up to date on the Snapchat. Cares about his followers. I don't really care about that stuff on the followers deal. I don't have any. Gotta do one final call if I don't fall down and break the camera. Last final hurrah on the first day. Stand by. Might get good. Alright, it's 11:20. Making our last effort of the day. Most hunters I've ever seen on opening day of turkey ever. But starting to get rain. 40 minutes left. Other side of the block.
40 minutes to make it happen.
40 minutes to make it happen. You guys will be the ones to know. If not, this probably won't even make the video. So, stay tuned.
Okay, everybody, that's gonna do it on opening day here in Western New York. It was overall got my butt whooped. I hunted hard from first light all the way to noon, and ended up calling in 3 jakes, which I didn't get on film because the situation we were in. They gobbled to us right on the edge of a field, and we had to just get down. And anyways, it ended up being 3 jakes, and I never got them on film. But that gobbler first thing this morning came down and walked over to his hens. The hens took him right over the edge of that hill and right down into the bottom onto the next property, and heard a gunshot. And I think that's a wrap on that turkey. So we're gonna have to find another turkey to hunt here in New York. But overall, it was a fun day. I appreciate Brock tagging along with me. We went all over trying to strike a bird, and one of the things, the most amazing part about the whole day was the amount of hunters out. I have never in my life seen so many turkey hunters out turkey hunting. I think that must be a combination of a lot of people not working due to the coronavirus, and with it being a Friday morning, people that do work might have taken that day off like me to hunt. But either way, I mean, there's a lot of public ground that I wanted to hit and see if we could strike something that had been good in years past, and every single spot had multiple trucks at it. So we really never even hit any public ground at all. But stay tuned. There will be some turkey flopping to come here soon. Appreciate it, everybody.
want to thank all the patrons as well. You guys are the heartbeat behind the channel. Really appreciate it.